Is the new Sony Xperia 1 Mark V really a video pro, as they say? Here you see how the 24mm main lens compares in color and in low light. But is the Sony Xperia with its 85mm to 125mm optical zoom lens and up to 375mm digital zoom also any good compared to a professional camera and lens setup in bird and wildlife photography like you see here? What you will see is that it is amazing for portrait photography and videography, and in my opinion a lot better than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now let us explore the photography side. Doing a little photo shoot with my beautiful wife, I found out it's a fantastic camera for portraits and close-up shots. It's such a big difference to have a nice portrait lens instead of just a 24 or 26mm standard lens. Can you tell which of the photos is the Xperia and which are the Fx30 with the Sigma zoom lens? Is it A or is it B? Which one is the phone? Let me know if you guessed right. The Xperia is camera A. I think the image of the Xperia is beautiful. Much nicer than that of the iPhone. You could tell because of some more bokeh in the photos of the Fx30, which has an APS-C sensor about 20 times bigger than that of the phone. And the sun star at the church. It's really nice with the Sigma lens. In the sharpness department, the Xperia is soft. The iPhone is more over sharpened and the Fx30 is beautifully in the middle. Some of my favorite pictures that I ever took were unfortunately by accident underexposed, but I could save them because there's so much information in the RAW file. In the Xperia RAW file there's not so much information, that when your photo is really underexposed there's nothing to save. When birds and wildlife come really close, it gives you an image that is very similar to the cinema line cameras, but further away, not so much. So Jack, what do you think? Is it good for birding? This video is part of a Complete Xperia 1 Mark V series. Now let's go to the real fun part. The zoom lens and autofocus video with Maria, my wife, running towards the camera. Here's the 125mm. Which is which? Can you tell? Here's the 225mm with some slow motion. And the 375mm. When it comes to the digital zoom image, it's still a world apart. The eye and face autofocus do really work well. It's almost as good as the Fx3. By the way guys, I almost forgot to tell you that camera A again is the Xperia and camera B is the Sony Fx30. The one thing I don't like is you can change so many settings, but you don't get the professional tools to get the exposure right. No zebras, no waveform, no false color. So it ends up being a lot of guesswork to get the exposure where you want it to be. And here's the final comparison in low light on the telelens. There is so much noise and color shift. It is not something that I would expect from Sony. You're supposed to be the kings of low light. Is this a reason for you not to buy the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V? See you in the next one. Bye.